So welcome to my review of Astro Bot. Now this is a game developed by Team Asobi and published by Sony Interactive. And I'll ask you guys before I begin, are you guys excited about Astro Bot? Have you played some of the older games? Is this game the big one for you for the PS5? Let me know down below. Now the first time I played Astro Bot was in 2018 on the PlayStation VR, and it was called Astro Bot Rescue Mission, and I fell in love with these characters. I thought, this is amazing stuff. I love what Sony's doing, creating a kind of a family-friendly game with robots that honors the entire Sony universe and history. Now, this is a sequel to the 2020 game Astro's Playroom, and that was built into every PS5 system. And the one thing I want to say about that was I really fell in love with Astro Bot at that point, running around, exploring an action platforming world, using the haptics of the controller, and it was really showing you what the system was capable of and what the controller was capable of at that time. Now this brings us to Astro Bot, and the last Astro's Playroom was a built-in thing for this PlayStation 5 to show you what it could do, where this is a full game with a full universe to explore with multiple levels within those universes. What is going on with this game? What is the story to begin with? So the Astro Bots are having a blast flying through the universe in their PS5 ship, and they're going crazy, they're having a great time. And then they run into a giant alien that shows up and ruins the party. And what happens at this point is it sends the PS5 to crash, and it scatters the Astro Bots all around the universe. And you play as one Astro Bot that sets out to recover his friends and his ship. So we got to talk about gameplay for a moment here. This is an action platforming game, and there's a heck of a lot of things that you can do within this game. Yes, you can jump, you can punch, you can hover around to destroy enemies that way. You can unlock different sections of the levels. You can swim, and then you get different abilities, and these different abilities help you traverse through the levels in a completely different way. And I gotta say, I love some of these abilities. One of my favorites is the punching gloves. I was loving those so much that yes, you can use the punching gloves just for punching the enemies, but also for unlocking different places within the levels. So you can use them to grab something, pull it, and to catapult you to the next section. And that's just one ability. There's so many abilities in this game to get. Never mind just running around, punching the heck out of everything, pulling anything that you can, because you never know what's gonna happen. And I don't want to ruin a lot of the other abilities that you get in this game, and I'm not going to show a lot later levels because that would ruin everything. But your main focus in this game is to go around and collect everything, quite literally. So you want to collect your fellow Astro Bots, bring them back to your base, and that unlocks your base camp. So you can unlock a lot of different things over there. So the more Astro Bots you get, the better, the more you can unlock. And then you want to get coins, and you can use the coins later on to buy certain items. And I gotta say, I was having a blast going through these levels. I'm gonna say something. I had a big smile on my face playing this game from the beginning of the game to the end. And that's all because of the gameplay. It's so fluid, the frame rate is fantastic, and it's so fun just to traverse the levels and to see what you can unlock and what you can find. And it really does get challenging. There's some sections I was like, oh my god, I was doing this one section over and over and over. I was on a loop. But the one thing about the gameplay is it never gets frustrating. You always feel that, hey, I can do this, because it's such an accessible game for everybody. No matter what your play style is or how old you are, everybody can play this game and everybody can get through it. If you just persevere a little bit, you will get through some of these levels and unlock all the things you need to get. And it has some wonderful, wonderful boss encounters. I'll just show a couple of the early ones right now. But running around doing those are always creative and always fun, and you come away from them all going, that was so great, that was so amazing. And some of these boss encounters are huge, massive. I mean, in some levels alone, just the levels, you'll jump into a level and you'll see a giant creature off in the background and you're like, what is that? And do I have to face that? What is going on? And yes, jumping and punching and all the basic commands feel fantastic. And they're complemented by the haptic controller. And nobody does the haptic controller justice like Astro Bot. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Because as you're playing, you're running around and you feel the buzz and electric beat of certain levels and certain explosions, and it's just amazing how they use this controller. And it complements the game, and the game complements the controller, and it really is pushing the PS5 controller to the max of what you can do with it. And I love it. I just thought it was so creative how they use the haptic feedback. If you pull back and you're launching yourself to a different level, it feels really amazing and sounds really amazing through the controller as well. And how is the music? The music is fantastic in this game. I really love it. It really complements the game and the gameplay. And it's just really upbeat and keeps the game flowing through every world and every level. And I gotta say, it's just fun. Overall with this game, there is so much gameplay. You're going to spend hours upon hours unlocking everything from Sony's history. And you're going to have a lot of fun doing that and getting all of the different abilities that you can get in this game and unlocking and finding so many hidden treasures. And it's like a treasure hunt through Sony's history. There's so many secrets along the way and so many old friends from Sony's backlog that I don't even want to ruin all of them for you, that are just a pure joy and surprise to find. This game just keeps rewarding you over and over and over. It is hyper addicting. You can't put the controller down, and I could not get enough of it. I'm like, I need more. I need more. No, I want to go find that other Astro Bot because I know I can get more coins and I can do more of this and I can unlock this and I tell you, you'll be playing this game for hours upon hours and having a great amount of fun. I'm going to say something creative here, that I believe that this is a must-buy for a PS5. Really, because you know what? Everybody always goes on about Mario, including myself and Nintendo. This is the Mario game for Sony, in that this is a great action platformer, and I think they've hit a different level here. And I had to hunt it down. I got it at Best Buy. I pre-ordered the limited edition Astro Bot controller because I'm like, I have to have this controller. It looks so charming, right? And after you play this game, you come away from it with a really charming mood. It puts you in a really good mood. You feel really good about life. I'm not joking with you. It's such an uplifting, happy experience playing Astro Bot. And yes, I was like, oh my god, I have to get the controller as well because this is so fantastic. And I gotta ask you guys, are you gonna get Astro Bot for the PS5? And I may seem like I'm very enthusiastic about this game. Well, I can say this much, I am enthusiastic about it. This game definitely deserves it. They put a lot of work into this game. There's so much creativity and level building and world building and unlocking and an addiction that can't be talked about. You have to experience it for yourself. High recommendation for me. High recommendation for any family out there. This is the one game that I want to play with my daughter and my wife and say, hey, let's all sit around and play this game. And there's not many games like that these days, where you just want to bring everybody in the same room and everybody's laughing and having a blast playing it, and you get that with Astro Bot. Huge recommendation for me. So anyways, guys, until next time.